Ken Bruce, 72, who has hosted the 9:30 midday Radio 2 program for more than 30 years, left the BBC on March 3. Speaking on Radio 4 ahead of his final show, he admitted it was a shame the BBC asked him to leave the station 3 weeks earlier than planned. Ken explained, "It's entirely within the BBC's right to ask me to step away a little early. But for the sake of 17 days, which was all that was remaining on my contract, it seems a shame." Ken, who is expected to start on Greatest Hits Radio in April, continued, "Gardening leave is a known concept in broadcasting, and in many other areas. But you just adapt your timetable, and instead of 3 weeks, it's 1 week, and that's fine. My belief is that, when I'm given a contract, I work to it and complete it. Over the last 46 years, I haven't had very much time off. I've attempted to turn up whenever I'm required to turn up. So my natural feeling as a broadcaster is if I've got 17 days to do, I want to do them." The BBC have previously defended their decision, explaining, "Ken decided to leave Radio 2 and it's always been known as leaving in March." Returning to Wogan House for a week after a month of broadcasting, the Piano Room sessions at Maida Vale provided a natural break. "We wish Ken all the best for the future." Ken joined the BBC in 1977 as a BBC Radio Scotland staff presenter before landing his first regular slot on Radio 2 on The Saturday Late Show in 1984. The following year he fronted the Radio 2 Breakfast Show, taking over from Terry Wogan. He moved to mid-mornings in 1986, then after a brief stint on late nights and early mornings, he returned to mid-mornings in January 1992, where the show's most recent weekly reach was 8.56 meters, Rajar, Q3 2022. Ken has also presented Radio 2's coverage of Eurovision since 1988, and has been a regular presenter of Sunday Night is Music Night. His show is famous for Pop Master, a quiz which has run for 25 years, Tracks of My Years, where a famous person chooses their favorite records, and more recently, The Piano Room, featuring live music from a range of great artists. In the coming weeks, Gary Davis will host the mid-morning show until Vernon Kay takes over on March 6. Vernon said he is over the moon to be taking over from Ken Bruce on Radio 2. He said of the appointment, "I am absolutely over the moon to be handed the microphone to present the mid-morning show on Radio 2, and what an honor to follow in the footsteps of the mighty Ken Bruce. I look forward to playing some of the best music in the world whilst in the company of the Radio 2 listeners who I feel I've got to know over the last 18 months. It's a dream come true to join the Radio 2 family, and I can't wait to start." Helen Thomas, head of Radio 2, added, "Radio 2 is home to some of the UK's best-loved presenters, and I'm thrilled to welcome Vernon to mid-mornings on Radio 2. He's a hugely talented, warm and witty host who has already proved himself to be a firm favourite with our listeners when he's presented many and varied shows across the station. I can't wait to hear his brilliant new show."
Fall in love, I have been trying to mother. Now tell